first question that I have for you is, could you please raise your hand if you have ever seen the movie Moana? You're going to raise your hand if you've seen Moana. Cadence has seen it. Jose, Sophia? Okay, Sophia's seen it. Paige has seen it. Who's seen Moana? Liam's seen it. Nicholas? Jose? Okay. All right. So, first graders, in the movie Moana, who is the story mostly about? I want you to raise your hand. I'm going to call on somebody. Who is it mostly about? Who do you see the most in the movie? Nicholas, do you know? Moana. So for that movie, we would say that and there's a chicken, you're right. But the person they talk about the most and who we see the most would be Moana. So we would say that she is the star of the story or the main character. So today I want to teach you that readers don't just get to know the character who is the star of the story. They get to know other characters too. So when you learn about other characters in the story, you get to know that main character even better. So what I have for you today is a new story. And that new story is Mr. Putter and Tabby Drop the Ball. Okay? Just by doing a sneak peek, looking at the front cover, maybe the back cover, who do you think our main character is, or just a couple of characters in our story? Liam, who do you think one character might be in our story? This says Mr. Putter and Tabby drop the ball. Who do you think might be a main character here? Go ahead, Liam. Putter. Mr. Putter, okay. So far we know that in the title it says Mr. Putter. And one of these people, or characters, not people, because we have a cat here. One of these characters might be Mr. Putter. What else, Cadence? Who else might be in our story? Mr. Putter and Tabby drop the ball. Tabby. So far, just by reading the title, we know somebody is Mr. Putter and somebody is Tabby. I can't wait to show you guys this story. We're going to read Jose, I'm muting you because you didn't wait your turn. I need you to wait your turn, please. I am going to put all hands back down so that I can see if anyone has a question. But if Miss Prince is in the middle of teaching a lesson, I need you to wait until I call on you or if I ask somebody to help me out with something, okay? All right, so here is the same exact book. We're going to go through and see what we notice about each of these pages. I have my title page. I love that they put a little picture here too. The reason they do this, boys and girls, is that Mr. Putter and Tabby have lots of adventures together. This adventure is about baseball. But they put this little picture on all of their books that they have. So just like Piggy and Gerald have a lot of different books, Mr. Putter and Tabby have a lot of different books too. All right. I see he has a baseball mitt. Here's our title page. Mr. Putter and Tabby drop the ball. Oh, and there's a cat. And there's the cat again. The author is Cynthia Rylant, and the illustrator is Arthur Howard. Take a look at this page. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different chapters in this book. This book is a little bit longer. We're going to be working on different skills throughout this story. Okay? So we're going to just read chapter 1 today. And we're really going to see if we can identify the main character and then any other characters, and then we're going to start describing them. So I want you to look at this picture. It looks like they might be best friends. They're doing everything together. Chapter 1, Baseball. Mr. Putter and his fine cat, Tabby, loved to nap in the summertime. They loved napping in the garden. They loved napping on the porch. They loved napping in the car. So just by reading this page, boys and girls, I want you to think, who is Tabby and who is Mr. Putter? If you would like to help me out, I want you to raise your hand. If you think you know who this is, I'm going to have you raise your hand. Jose, who do you think this is?
Tabby.
Tabby. So we have the cat named Tabby. And then Zayden, who is this guy? Mr. Putter. Putter. Mr. Putter. Nice job, Zayden. So we have Mr. Putter and Tabby. And if I go back to this page, I'm going to be discovering so many things about these characters, okay? Mr. Putter and his fine cat Tabby love to nap in the summertime. They love napping in the garden. They love napping on the porch. They love napping in the car. So Paulina, what do these two like to do? They love to nap. And I can see that in the story because it says love, loved, and then the word napping is here a lot. So they like to nap together. When we look at our chart, boys and girls, our category is meeting characters along the way. And yesterday we talked about learning what a character, how we can describe each of our characters. And we practiced with Iris and Walter. Today, we're going to be paying attention to other characters too. But this time we're not using Iris and Walter. We are going to use Mr. Putter and Tabby. So, we just discovered by Paulina telling us that Mr. Putter and Tabby like to nap. So I'm going to put an M for Mr. Putter and a T for Tabby. And I want you guys to think, what can we describe about these characters? Can we think about who they are, what they like or dislike, what they say or what they do? Paulina already told us that they both like to nap. So we're going to write nap. They both like to nap. So, as we continue to read this book, we're going to be learning even more about Mr. Putter, and I hope we learn some more about Tabby the cat. By learning more about these other characters, we're going to really get to know Mr. Putter. Let's go back to our story and read the next page. So there they are napping in the swing. It seems we nap all the time, Mr. Putter said to Tabby one day. Tabby was old and her frisky days were over. So, what can we learn about these two characters by what I just read on the screen? I'm going to read it one more time and then I'm going to be calling on students. It seems that we nap all the time, Mr. Putter said to Tabby one day. Tabby was old and her frisky days were over. So what do we know about these characters? I want to add to our chart. Jose, I need you to wait your turn, please. Petra, can you tell me something? Petra, Jose, I'm calling on Petra. Petra, can you tell me something else that we're learning about these characters? Are they in first grade? Is Mr. Putter and Tabby in first grade?
No, he's like over 9 years old.
90? Okay. And then what do we know about Tabby through reading? It says, Tabby was old and her frisky days were over. So what have we just discovered about our new characters, Petra? What could we say?
They're both old.
Nice job, Petra. So we can add to our chart. Mr. Putter, you said around 90 probably. So he's old. And then the story told us through the author's words that Tabby is also old. So far, these two characters are a lot alike. And I bet that's why they hang out all the time. Time to pause. So Petra helped us discover that both of these characters are old. And when they say her frisky days were over, what do you think the author was trying to tell us? What does it mean when it says, Tabby was old and her frisky days were over? I'm looking for a hand up. Cadence, do you know what that means? Her frisky days were over.
Playful days.
Perfect. Her frisky days were over. So she's not very playful anymore. She just kind of hangs out and takes naps with Mr. Putter. Excellent job. Oh, that's just the other side of the photo. So they're in a hammock. She loved napping. I think we need a sport, said Mr. Putter. Tabby opened one eye. What do you think Tabby is thinking right now when he says, I think we need a sport? Keela, what do you think Tabby is thinking right now? You think that she's thinking about baseball?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Going downstairs. I think we need baseball, said Mr. Putter. Nice job, Keela. Tabby opened the other eye. I wonder where my old mitt is, said Mr. Putter. He headed to the basement. Tabby was wide awake now. So there he is going to the basement to look for his mitt. So they're going to go and play some baseball. So what else can we add to our list about our characters? It can be either Mr. Putter or Tabby. If you would like to add to our list, I want you to raise your hand. I'm going to put all hands down. What else do we know about Mr. Putter and Tabby now? Liam, can I have you tell me something about one of these characters? Think about maybe things they like or dislike or say.
You like playing baseball.
They like playing baseball. So, do you think the cat is going to be playing baseball, or Mr. Putter, or both?
Putter.
You think Mr. Putter is going to play baseball? So let's put here baseball.
And the cat.
You think the cat might play baseball too?
Yeah, it might.
So let's put the words baseball here, and then as we read, we might need to edit this and make some changes. Maybe we might discover who likes baseball and who doesn't like baseball, and so we can add those words to our chart. So far, boys and girls, we've only read one chapter of our book, and we have found out so much about these two characters. So far, I have only heard Mr. Putter talking. So if you had to choose who the main star of the story is, or the main character, would it be Mr. Putter or Tabby? Go ahead and unmute and share your answer. Mr. Putter. Kaden says Tabby. The cat. So I am really excited to find out who is the star of our story, who is going to be talked about the most, who's going to be on most of the pages. That's going to help us decide who the main character is. But we also need to pay attention to other characters too. That's why we have this card here. So we're going to be adding even more characters. I want to do a sneak peek before we go and see if there might be some more characters. Okay? Let's see. Oh, okay. So all I'm doing is just showing you a sneak peek. I see some more people that might be introduced in our story next chapter. We're going to add those people to our chart and see if we can describe those characters. That's going to help us get to know Mr. Putter better and Tabby. All right?